It was about 4 years ago. We went to Dymphna's one day show in Adelaide, and we liked it so much that my wife actually went to the ultimate, to the boot camp, the 3-day boot camp, and I didn't go because I thought, oh, you know, expensive. Wow, what a mistake that was. Anyway, she went to the ultimate, and we didn't really follow her a lot because we already had real estate. And then it wasn't, it's only probably early this year, we went to a one-day camp of hers, and we really started to take note of what she was saying, you know. Anyway, it was incredible, and if we realised then, if we followed her, if we did what she said, we're gonna really get ahead. And then a lot of the things that she said, we took note of, and then we just happened along a property. I was away to a job, and here was this sign outside of this property, big white sign at the front, and it looked like it had blocks on it. So we stopped and had a look at it, and I said to my wife, I said, no, this is, if this is going to make money, it would be sold already. Anyway, that was all right. We contemplated on it. We went back and had a look at it. We did the figures, and it just didn't add up. And then a friend of ours, she asked us if we would do a joint venture with her, and we told her about this property. So she did the feasibility on it, and we figured that if we could do a lot of the plumbing and the electrical work, and we could split that into 4, renovate the house in 3 blocks. Now, not only that, but the next door neighbour's property is huge. So we're hoping that we can get 2 blocks or possibly 3 blocks from his as well. So after the feasibility's done, and will be a nice little profit in this for the both of us. And we're really happy with it. It should only be a 6-month turnover. We hope to start developing it before settlement, and once settlement's gone through, we figured 3 months after that, that's a 6-month turnaround, and that's where we make our profit on. Now, if we hadn't gone to see Dymphna, I don't think we would have tried doing this. It was just, we would have thought, oh, it's too big for us, and that's how it happened. We went to the one-dayer early this year in Adelaide, and that was the turnaround. Wow. That's when it was for us, for me especially. Yeah. And then going to the Fast Profits last weekend, or 2 weeks ago, and then this one this weekend, which is the extreme. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, the extreme. We found that there's strategies that we didn't even think about just by going to these 2. It's incredible. Now we've got property in Adelaide. We're going to do a dual occupancy. We're going to build a dual occupancy down there. That's going to be a really good cash flow. That is positive cash flow. But now we're thinking about coming up to Queensland to do regional areas, regional chunk deals. Now we just learnt these strategies from 2 weeks ago, and especially today. It was incredible. This weekend has been phenomenal to myself and my wife, Leah. It's fantastic. I mean, I'm still working. I'm past retirement age, of course, but I elect to work, and we want to replace our income. Definitely want to replace our income, and that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it with chunk deals, and we're going to do it with cash flow properties. Well, put it this way, a year ago on a scale of 1 to 10, probably 3. Today, on a scale of 1 to 10, 9.5. Thank you, Dymphna. I got grandchildren, and I just say to them, look, I will show you how to one day go to your boss and say, I can't afford to work for you anymore. And our daughter is 20, and we're doing a JV with her. Now, we'd never thought about this before, but we bought a property just out of the road, out of town a little bit. We split it. The intention was to sell the land, pay down the property, or vice versa. We couldn't sell the land, so then we came up with this idea that what we'll do is we'll sell the land to our daughter, right, for a small amount, and then she borrowed the money because we didn't have the borrowing power, and we didn't have the serviceability, and now the house is being built. We move into that in December. So at the moment we don't have a PPR. Where our PPR is, we don't know where it'll be, because that idea of having our bells and whistles PPR right now that's not our main concern right now. We'll get it. We'll get there one day. We'll get our main PPR and we'll love it. But at the moment, we just accumulate, and as we're going, we're taking our daughter with us, and she's getting more and more excited about it. She wanted a unit in the city. Now that's been forgotten, and she's getting interested in the next JB we'll do with her, which will be bigger than the one we've just done. And our equity is just growing so much. It's astronomical how quickly it's starting to grow, and it's going faster and faster. It's getting faster and faster, and we've been doing it 6 years, and we've got a tremendous amount of equity, a fantastic portfolio, and my grandchildren, I say to them, and my daughter, I feel the best legacy I can give them is education. I think that should be what anybody gives their offspring is the education. The education on how to do something that otherwise you would never learn. And that's our legacy to our children, our grandchildren. Give it a go. Just try it. Don't let the fear go. It held me back for many, many years, the fear factor. I mean, I remember once in Kalgoorlie back in the 70s, I thought about borrowing $8,000 and buying 100 ounces of gold at $80 an ounce. The fear factor came in. What if? 3 years later, gold peaked at $1,200 an ounce. That says it all. So many people were held back by fear, and that's what you should be overcoming fear. Dymphna said in the thing, and we never really thought about it until today. Go into the worst case scenario. If you can handle that, go for it. Put things in place where if the worst case scenario does happen, then you've got buffers to get you through that. Put them in place. Do feasibility studies. When we did the feasibility study on Castle Street, it was surprising how a deal that looked a maybe became a definite when we did the feasibility study. And Dymphna's got a great one. She's got a good one. Yeah.